Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Nelson Company here from the studios of MaxSportsOnline.com for this Raw wrap-up for April 17, 2006. Raw comes to you from the sold-out Savvis Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go right to the good, the bad, the ugly from where I sit. The good, Vince McMahon referring to East St. Louis as hell. I had a family reunion in East St. Louis a couple of years ago, and I can tell you it was indeed hellacious. Continuing along with the good on Raw, it was a clever way the WWE had of selling Kane's movie in the release date of May 19th by referencing it as a moment for Kane to go crazy every time it's mentioned. Clever. And hopefully the people will buy. And you'll see, as you saw on this week's episode of Max Sports, we talked about what the movie might do at the box office up against the Da Vinci Code. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin put on a phenomenal wrestling matchup. Surprised to see Charlie Haas run away with the win there in the buzzless return of Charlie Haas to WWE Raw. Edge gets the pin over Triple H. Real good storyline progression leading into Backlash, which seems to have more of a buzz to it than WrestleMania did almost, coming up in just 2 weeks' time. The bad for Raw, Charlie Haas's return to WWE wasn't very glamorous. He did get the victory over Shelton Benjamin, but it just didn't seem to have that oomph factor, him returning to the ring for WWE. Vince McMahon being held back by God with the pyrotechnics display showing that the Shawn Michaels tag team partner was not allowing Vince McMahon to get back into the ring. Carrying it a bit too far as believability goes in that regard. The bad things about Raw, again, that was a bit of a reach for that whole McMahon-Shawn Michaels thing. The ugly about Raw was, quite frankly, Vince McMahon putting himself in a picture with the dead Pope. Yeah, everything else was alright up until that very moment. Treading on very, very thin water there, are you, Vince McMahon? Chavo Guerrero crying and wondering about whether or not he really should quit the wrestling business? Who cares? And the other ugly thing about Raw was Chris Masters' ring attire this week. Folks, hop on over to the website, www.maxsportsonline.com, for exclusive updates and this week's show. This is Damian Nelson with this week's Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and the Raw Wrap-Up. Thanks for tuning in.